Just after, a night's, it's for both you guys too, Zach and Evander, just a night after seeing things come to an end, just your thoughts on kind of where the season went and how close you guys were and yet how far you were.
I think we obviously came a long way from, where we were back in January. I think, it was a great opportunity for our group to understand what it takes to get this far and what it takes to get to a cup final. I think, you look at the series, it was a sweep, but, I think 3 of those games we had just to get a chance to win those games as they did. So, that's unfortunate that we're not playing tomorrow night, but I think it's only going to drive this group to be hungrier moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, you're obviously disappointed. Only one team leaves happy. Made it to the Final Four. Obviously, I think given the roller coaster nature of the season is a little bit unorthodox. We added Kane midway through the year, coaching change, and we were able to kind of stick together. And I think, one thing about this group is it didn't quit. We believed in each other. And, we went on a great run and, faced, probably the best team in the league, right? So, yeah.
Evander, you had 5 months here. What are your feelings now about re-signing with the Oilers or looking around, or how do you feel it went here?
Yeah, I thought it went really well. Probably even better than I expected, to be honest. So nothing but good things to say on that.
So, Evander, just to follow up on that, are you, I don't know how much you want to share today, but are you leaning one way or the other? Are you already thinking about a decision, or?
Oh, there's so many different variables, guys. We just finished the season yesterday, and there's lots to sort through and figure out before I start thinking about that.
Okay. And Zach, just for you, I know he's sitting right next to you, so I hope it's not awkward to talk about him, but just sort of what Evander injected and sort of added to the team in the second half of the season.
Yeah, I think you revamped the top 6, obviously. Was able to play kind of with anybody there and have success and score big goals. Led the playoffs in goals to date right now. Just a huge part of our team. So, just a massive addition.
Guys, just over here. I know you guys have both played in other markets that have been pretty crazy and really rallied behind their teams. What was it like to experience, the way the Edmonton fans supported you guys and just the vibe that was created in the city? I'm sure there was places you couldn't go without having someone say, great job, or really proud of what you guys are doing, and it's just the smiles that you guys put on the fans' faces.
Yeah, it was, it's awesome. Loudest rink I've played in for sure, and just an incredible fan base that's, like you said, so supportive. People are here just nice. They're just polite, and they're just happy to have you on their team and to be fans. And it's it's awesome. It's amazing playing in front of fans like that.
Hi, Zach, over here. Yeah, Evander touched on it a bit earlier about, learning about going deep in the playoffs, and just what sort of an impact does a run like this have on an organization, whether it's on your young players or even veterans who haven't been that far before? Like, how valuable was this experience for the Oilers?
Yeah, it's valuable. I think it's only an impact if you progress on it, if you build on it, and you take a step forward, right? So, but experience for everybody. I think it was a lot of our first times in the Western Conference Final, and we have got a really good core, and then we have a lot of really, really good young players. And for those young guys to experience that type of run and that playoff environment and scoring big goals and contributing, I think that's invaluable. And those are the guys who are going to take a step and, over the summer and make our team even better.
Everybody thinks they have it, but until you see it, you never know for sure. But that intestinal fortitude that it takes to go 3 rounds deep in the Stanley Cup Final, how reassuring was it to see that all of the key guys on this team brought that?
Yeah, it's, you have to, your big guys have to do well in order for you to have success in the playoffs. I think that's that's key, and I touched on it before, but I think our ability to face adversity and push through that, like we were on the brink against LA, and if that series goes the other way, we're having a different conversation about the season, right? So I think just our self-belief and our ability to push back was something that I think we can build off of and hopefully carry into next year.
Zach, I know it was a tough decision to leave Toronto and find a new home. As you sit here today at the end of the season, how do you feel about that decision today?
I mean, I thought I was going to be a good fit when I decided to come here, but it's been kind of everything and more, and just honestly one of the best decisions I've made in my life to come here and play with these guys. And everybody just been so welcoming. The city talked about the fans a little bit and the players, and making not just me feel comfortable, but my family feel comfortable, my wife, my son, and just really happy to be here for a long time.
Evander, I know we put you in a bad spot when we ask you about this. I get it. The fan base here, you're the guy everyone's talking about, right? Like Zach's here for a long time. David Draisaitl signed. You're the guy everyone wants to know what you're thinking. Can you maybe just let us in a little on the decision? Like, would it, on one hand, you got the best player in the world as your sentiment. On the other hand, you got a whole league that may want to sign you in other places. Can you just take us a little bit down the road without committing anywhere?
I mean, I'll go back to, when I was in a similar but very different situation a few months ago, where I had the opportunity to kind of pick where I wanted to go, and Edmonton was interested in me, and I was interested in them, and the way I looked at it is, you got two of the best players in the world. You got a team that wants to win now and is primed to win now, and I think me joining it has a great opportunity to win. I'm happy to say that we had some success doing that, and I think moving forward, obviously there's a lot of things that factor into a decision. I've been very happy with my time here. The fans have been phenomenal. The people in the city have been phenomenal. This has got to be the best organization I've played for. So I have no complaints, and just like everybody else, I'm sure, is looking forward to seeing what happens.
That will be part of your exit interview with Ken Holland, I assume.
I let my agent Dan Milstein handle all those cocks, but I'm sure me and Kenny will talk a little bit about it. Yeah.
Thank you.
Sorry, Zach. Before Tampa went on its run, they had some disappointment losing in the playoffs, and they kind of learned from that. Same thing with Colorado. They had some disappointments in the playoffs and losing from that. Do you feel that this core is kind of similar in that way, that you may have a disappointment here or two in the playoffs, but you have the core to get to that next step, to be that championship contender?
Yeah, I think we do. I think the unique thing about hockey is the margins are so thin. The bounces in games. You separate things from inches. In game 3, we hit the post, they come down and they score, right? So I think if you want a chance to win, you have to put yourself in a position to have a chance every year. And I think that those teams, Tampa, Colorado, they've continually put themselves in good positions, whether, they get home ice early. Colorado won the President's Trophy last year. They came, second in the league this year, and they've learned how hard it is to win, and how you can't take anything for granted. You can't give a team a chance. You gotta put them down. Like, I think if we would have won last game, we had the momentum, we have a chance, but they were able to battle back in that game and win and put us out. So I think you can take things from that, and you can take things from Tampa. But again, you have to put yourself, and you have to do it over and over again, and you can't be satisfied with, making the Final Four. You have to be just as hungry and, go above and beyond to give yourself a chance every year.
Zach, can I just ask you how close you were to getting your knee badly hurt on that collision with Nate McKinnon in the middle of the ice? It looked like it was knee on knee.
Yeah, it was, luckily it wasn't my knee, it was my quad. It was a Charlie horse. So I guess it was lucky. I saw the replay after. It looked worse than it was. But obviously just being cautious getting up, and yeah, I mean, I'm all good.
Zach, last night, Connor said that it was basically, paraphrase him, a small step forward, not a large leap. How do you perceive how close you are and how far you are away today?
I mean, it's a tough question until you win. If you win, then people are going to say, "Oh, this run is, was the reason that they got close." And if you don't win, then it's, all for naught, right? So I think time will tell. But I think that playing this far for a lot of us is the furthest we've gone, and getting a taste of how the Final Four, Western Conference Finals, and whatnot. I think that can only help, and I think that. Like I said, we're not, and I'm sure Connor said it last night, we're not satisfied with the Final Four, and I'm sure that's why he said it's a small step forward, and it's only a step forward if we, progress on it, and we build on it, and we come out next year, and give ourselves another chance at it.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.